Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. In this podcast, I delve into my subconscious and invite ChatGPT to analyze and interpret my dreams. This dream comes from May 23rd, 2025. With sister at an Airbnb, I prepared and bought a lot of food. Wild cherry bugs in the cherries. Toys are flying and reattacking us. Had to throw one outside the sliding glass door. Sarah's two dogs sitting at attention, one in front of me, one behind my thigh, moaning, and I was frightened I couldn't move, petrified like they've done it before. Laminated floors, dark, not clean house, Bill Benke and Jerome Powell meet. This dream blends together personal vulnerability, environmental instability, and a strange mix of the uncanny and the institutional, pointing to deeper concerns around safety, power, and trust. Key symbolic elements: Airbnb with your sister and preparing food. An Airbnb suggests temporary living, a place that you don't fully own or control, possibly reflect a sense of unsettledness or being in a transitional phase. Preparing and buying a lot of food shows responsibility, care, and a desire for comfort, but it could also hint at overcompensation, trying to stabilize or nurture something in an unstable or unfamiliar setting. Wild cherry bug and attacking toys. A bug in cherries contaminates something meant to be sweet or nourishing, symbolizing a disturbance in joy or emotional security. Toys flying and reattacking. You suggest an invasive of innocence, childhood objects becoming threats. This can reflect memories or habits from the past that now cause distress, or on the return of a playful energies that have turned aggressive or uncontrollable. Throwing a toy outside the sliding glass door might show a desire to exterminate or banish this threat, but it keeps returning, suggesting the issue isn't easily resolved. Dogs at attention, moaning, frozen in fear. Sarah's two dogs acting with intense, eerie focus, one in front and one behind your thigh, invokes a feeling of being trapped or cornered by forces you can't name, especially since you felt petrified, unable to move. Their moaning and posture suggests something realistic or repetitive, like this has happened before, which deepens the unease. It could symbolize anxiety tied to the past traumas or emotional paralysis, especially in a domestic or familiar setting. Laminated floors, dark, unclean house. The floor you literally ground or support is fake, dark, and dirty. This implies a lack of genuine emotional foundation or clarity. You're operating in a space that looks livable on the surface but feels unsafe underneath. Bernanke and Powell meet. These two major financial powers figures bring a sharp contrast to the rest of the dream. Their meeting implies system of power, control, and monetary stability, and possibly external events that influence personal security. Their presence in this dream might reflect concerns about your own stability, control, or how outside authority figures affect your inner world or family. It could also hint at an internal push to regulate or balance the chaos around you, just like you would balance economies. Overall interpretation: you're navigating deep emotional instability, likely tied to family, caretaking, and past fears, while trying to manage or maintain control in an unfamiliar, shifting environment. There's a subtle but powerful feeling at the beginning intruding upon the old threats returning of altered forms. Despite your best efforts to provide, clean up, or maintain composure, you're operating in a space that isn't really yours and doesn't feel safe. Meanwhile, the appearance of Benke and Powell reflects a wish of order and grounding, but one that comes from a distant and imperial place, power without warmth. This dream reflects a state of emotional hypervigilance, fear of contamination or replace, and a need to regain sovereignty in the spaces you occupy, both literally and psychologically. If you have any intriguing dreams, please share them in the comments below. Thank you and see you in your dreams.